You get a ladder.
I'm Ben, and welcome to Oslo.
This is not good.
Some of them are a little creepy.
Yeah.
They're a little bit like unsettling. You're just going all in there.
I'm going all in.
Good morning from a snowy and dark Oslo. I think we forgot to mention yesterday that Norway is our 7th country that we've been to together. So a little bit of background on us. We both traveled a lot before we met each other. Our country count is only countries that we have been in together for more than an hour and not on like a train stop or a layover. Those don't count. So you actually have to be in the country for more than like an hour or two and be able to actually experience the country. So as much as you can in that short period of time. But so today we've got a few things planned. I think one of them is to try to go to the Oslo Christmas market. I don't know how we're going to get there because it's actually quite a bit of a walk, but we may have to figure out the public transit for that. Other thing that we want to do is try to plan our little sauna thing. I don't think we'll do that today, but we might be able to plan it today.
I think we also want to go to Vigeland Park, which is the giant sculpture park. It's the largest in the world dedicated to one artist.
Also, apologize for the super ugly light. It's actually a heating lamp. So it's not that we're just really bad at lighting, but it's a nice warm infrared heating lamp. And I don't know what that does to...
My hair is glowing.
I don't know what that does to cameras, but
We'll find out.
we'll find out. Well, and the heating lamp is because we're sitting outside. So,
All right. We'll see you later.
Where are we going?
We're headed to the train station to go to Vigeland Park, the sculpture park. It's about a 45-minute trek, I should say, between walking and train rides. So.
What are we doing?
Taking a tram to Oregon. Pretty loud. So we found the train station. It's like underneath the central station, so that's kind of interesting. But we're taking the train to Oregon, and then it's about a 12-minute walk to the sculpture park. All right, so this is not good.
So we took a shortcut on our little walk here, and the little park that we were in kind of turned into a cemetery. So a little bit creepy, but it looks like there's a lot of other people out here walking through here, so I guess it's a commonly traveled path. It is really beautiful out here though, so I can't really complain. Like, we had a little bit of fresh snowfall last night, so I don't know, maybe about an inch or two, or like, a few centimeters, but it makes everything really quiet. I don't know if everybody else has that same experience with snow. I think there's like a sound deadening effect, and it makes everything like super quiet. So even though the road is probably, I don't know, a few hundred feet that way, it's really quiet here in the cemetery. So the white gravestones back there were for all of the British soldiers who gave their lives in attempting to prevent Hitler and World War II from getting the nuclear bomb. So they had a heavy water plant, and that's the way that the Germans were going when they were attempting to build nuclear weapons during World War II. If you've not seen the Oppenheimer movie, it's really good, and they actually kind of cover this. It's a really hard method to use, which is why they required a lot of heavy water, which was really only highly prevalent in Norway in very cold waters. So that's why they had a plant here, which they used to generate and capture that heavy water, which was utilized in attempting to produce nuclear weapons. I'm going to try to give everybody an idea of how quiet it is out here. So I turned my microphone into stereo mode. I'm just going to stop talking for a few seconds here. Like all you can hear is the birds. It is so quiet.
Walking through a cemetery. They're racing.
Oh boy. Well, looks like David won. All right, I don't know if we actually ended up mentioning this, but we are headed to Vigeland. Vigeland, like I said, I don't know if we're pronouncing that correctly because it's like a Dutch word. We'll also say the snow does not stop people from running here at all. So we've seen multiple people out jogging, even in the middle of snow and rain and ice, and they're well prepared.
Experience, we're here at the Vigeland Park, and you can like tap your Apple Pay to go in, and the toilet seat like automatically comes down. It's really cold because it's all metal, so in winter it's a little chilly, but when you're done there's like sink and stuff, and then you just push the button to unlock the door, and the door, you can push the door open, and then it flushes. You hear it flush after the door closes again and locks. So it's kind of cool. Good way to keep stuff clean and like whatnot.
So out of 10, what's your score out of 10?
I'd say like an 8 out of 10. It was super clean. The only downfall is it was chilly because it's metal. That's probably more sanitary.
Can you believe this is like 12 noon, middle of the day? This is as bright as it gets.
I know, it's pretty gloomy.
It's pretty gray.
I'm hungry.
Yeah? Well, it's lunchtime.
Yeah.
So.
Looks like I've acclimated.
We're on the right time zone, I guess. Or a different time zone that lines up exactly. All right, let's go get something to eat.
We got more sculptures to see first, but.
Okay, we'll see the sculptures first. Some of them are a little creepy.
Yeah.
They're a little bit like unsettling, but
it's cool.
It is cool.
Look at those dogs. They're so fluffy. Beautiful. There's so many of them. They're coming from everywhere. I don't know if this is like a meet up for this type of dog or what, but it's pretty cool. Gosh, look at them. They're coming from everywhere.
The dog party with all the same dogs. Just copy paste, copy paste. That was amazing.
Punting his kid. Guess he's over him.
He's tired of their nonsense. Or he forgave them. I'm not sure. Well, there was 4. Now there's 1.
Maybe this is like the stages of childhood. I don't know.
You start with 4 and you go down to 1?
You make your parents angry and then they care about you and then you make them angry again.
I'm confused.
Mm-hmm. Me too. That'll wake you up.
So, fishing is like a big part of like Norway's culture, and a lot of in Oslo there's a lot of fishing. So one of the things that we wanted to try here is a fish and chips, which is a little bit ironic because everybody really attributes that to like British in the UK. So we're gonna try a fish and chips here because this is what was recommended. This is one of the top things actually recommended in Oslo as like a Norwegian food. So we're gonna try it. It's really good, just like a fish and chips. Absolutely amazing.
Marte her borte. Så har vi Martin der. Så har vi Erik her og Håkon der borte for i dag. jeg fjæra.
Flytte inn under en stein.
Like that, David?
Love it.
Food hall was great. I didn't know it was a food hall until I got there. So I was pleasantly surprised.
I think we like food halls a lot more than we let on.
There's a bunch in Oslo. There's at least 3 that I know of. And they have like Moroccan fish and chips, Indian, Asian, crepes, etc., etc. So cupcakes, cocktails, coffee, anything.
All right, here comes our here comes our bus. I can't talk when it gets cold. Oh, we made it. Where's the other one? Do you want to go over there and touch it?
Sure.
Say hi to the angry cat.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
All right, so we walked here. We're gonna spend some time in the Christmas markets now. We've just made it up a busy shopping street. Oslo's really cool. I mean, it's definitely like a very livable city, if you know. I don't know if that makes any sense.
It does.
You know, let's go to the Christmas market.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely not like any of the other places that we've been in Germany. I feel like it's way busier. It's a lot more commercialized, would you say? Like, I feel like it's not as, I don't want to say like not as authentic because that comes off wrong, but it's definitely something that's like a lot more, I don't know, I feel like there's a lot more commercial businesses in there.
It's hard to just like meander through it.
Yeah.
It's very crowded, which is expected, but it makes it hard to like really look around.
So while we were walking through the Christmas market, we noticed that the Norwegian Royal Palace is actually just up the street. It's actually a little bit of a hill to get there. That's why I'm out of breath. But yeah, we wanted to go check that out. It's all lit up for Christmas. So we're walking up the hill here and gonna go check it out. We made it.
Out of breath.
It's pretty steep, but it's an amazing view from here, to be honest.
See right down the Christmas street or Christmas market street. The big Ferris wheel. It's very pretty. It's getting dark. It's only 3 o'clock and sunset I think is 3:15. So our footage might go downhill because.
Well, I'm gonna have to turn it into night mode. All right, I'll do that now. I don't know if you can fit that all in.
I'm gonna make a panoramic, merge the photos.
Perfect. All right, just a few facts about this. This castle was actually built pretty late when it comes to like European standards. It was originally built in somewhere around, well, the building originally started in 1825, but it really wasn't complete until like 1849. So it took them almost 25 years to build. And one really interesting fact about that is they actually complained about the quality of,
Foundation?
no, the quality of the original build, because it actually ended up requiring a significant amount of renovations at like in the 90s, like 1990s. So, well, really, to be honest, compared to other castles in Europe, you know, they've lasted for some of them thousands of years, like the ones that we saw in Nuremberg. Watch that video. If you didn't watch that video, or, you know, some of the castles that are in like England, which are, you know, almost 400 or 500 years old, even more. So it's interesting. It's also really interesting that we're able to walk this close, but supposedly you can actually take tours of this, but you have to register significantly far in advance, which we did not do. So, Oh, also another interesting fact is that this is the official residence of the King and Queen of Norway. All right, one more note about the king. It's something that I read online. I guess the king was a bit of a, I don't know if like a rebel. He actually ended up marrying somebody who did not have a royal title. He ended up marrying somebody who did not have a royal title or royal lineage, which I guess kind of initially caused a bit of a kerfuffle. People were like, oh, that's like, you know, they should be marrying royalty to royalty, right? So eventually everybody accepted it. So that's the fact.
It's like a Hallmark movie.
Yeah, so this is basically the Hallmark movie. The king married a commoner, which that sounds such like a negative. Yeah, it sounds like a very negative term, but that's literally what they call it. So, the king married a commoner is a person who does not have a royal title or like notable royal lineage. So, cool. Interesting facts about kings and queens with Ben and Kayla. That's a very long title. I don't think we're gonna keep that one going. Cool, it's the National Theater. And I think they have Hamlet playing. So we have been on a quest to get an official Norwegian waffle. So we have found a place, it's called United Bakeries, which is actually highly recommended here in Norway. So I think we found what we want. We ordered 2 of them. One of them is the traditional style with strawberry jam, and then I think the other one we got is like a more Norwegian style with the brown cheese. So we're gonna try both of those. Hopefully they turn out well.
This is a Norwegian waffle with brown cheese. So
You're just going all in there.
I'm going all in. That was attractive. Huh.
What does it taste like?
I don't know. Doesn't taste bad. Not at all. But honestly, you know what it does taste like? It tastes like, you know those like crackers with the fake cheese in between them?
Yeah.
It kind of tastes like the cheese in those crackers.
Okay.
Do you want to try it?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. That's kind of what it smells like. You know, like that Ritz, like that fake Ritz cracker cheese.
Yeah. Am I right?
It's not a strong taste. So if you're like concerned that it's going to be like a really strong taste, it's not at all. It's a very mild taste. It's not like overpowering. It's definitely cheese, but I don't know how else to describe it. It's not like anything else I've ever had. It's got like a peanut butter style consistency.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if we mentioned this, but our next stop is the library. It was really popular and was on almost all of the tourist guides. So
we'll have to be quiet.
So yes, we'll be quiet in the library. But I do want to check it out because it does have some really interesting architecture.
This is a very cool library. People just come here to hang out, play games, play board games, read, eat lunch, like everything. So it's a pretty cool, unique space for people to come and gather. Oh, I said it's about time.
I just have to say that Oslo library
Very cool.
is very cool. It's probably one of the coolest things that I've seen here. I mean, I don't know if that sounds like kind of wrong to say, but I really like the Oslo library. I thought it was really neat that they had basically everything that you could want. They had free Wi-Fi, which I was not able to connect to. But I mean, they do have like spots for you to put your computer. They've got like, you know, printers to print out like large format things that you wouldn't normally have at home. They had 3D. Yeah, they had 3D printers. They had like a gaming space.
Digitizing.
Yeah, pretty much everything that you would only like kind of use like once or twice. But like if you have enough time, then it would be something that you would definitely want to do. So really excited about that place. I mean, I don't know, it's probably boring for most people, but I thought the library was probably one of the coolest things that we had seen today. And if you come here, I would definitely go. Good morning. It's currently 27 degrees. It's about 6:50. And we're about to go swimming in Norway, which I think is pretty crazy.
Sauna.
Yeah, but we're gonna enjoy the sauna first. Then we're gonna go swimming in the little Fjord bay thing here.
I don't know if swimming is the term. I think it's more just jump in and frantically get out.
Yeah, that's probably more accurate. So, stick along for that. All right.
I went barefoot. My feet hurt. They're so cold.
Let's go back to the sauna. That water is so cold. It's probably like 7 degrees Celsius, and I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit.
We just finished our sauna experience. It was very good, very extreme, but I think that's what sauna is about. So jumped in at least 3 times, I think, into the harbor and then went back to the sauna. Great experience, really affordable. I think it's $20 a person for 90 minutes. Honestly, it was great. I would do it again.
That's definitely a heck of a way to start your Monday morning. So like Monday at like 7 a.m. would just get up and go jump in a freezing cold bay in the ocean in December.
It made me really hungry. I think my body was just like really working to like regulate itself and like shivering and sweating and like shivering. So I think we need to get some breakfast.
Yeah, it's definitely breakfast time, coffee time for sure. I mean, I don't know how much coffee I really need. I'm wide awake right now. Maybe I'll crash later, but later we're getting on the ferry, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll take a nap, maybe I won't.
I think I have a sauna too.
3 saunas one day. That might be too much.